Hey, Ozan here again. I'm here for week 2 of my weekly log. So the template is what I worked on, what I learned, what I trained, and one thought that I had, what I worked on. This week I worked on a few things, like 2 pitches. So one was for the New York startup trip from Next, and I had to do a 2-minute video pitch of my early stage startup, Salientes. So I've done this. I'm happy with the work. It can always be better, but I'm happy with the video I sent. And let's see what the result will be. I'm quite curious. The second pitch that I'm working on actually still is the pitch for the first session of the Kick Incubator that starts on Monday. And the first session, all the startups do a quick 3-minute pitch with Q&A questions after. So I'm preparing my pitch, the slides, and also getting ready for some questions. These are 2 things that I worked on related to my startup, and like daily life system. I'm pretty happy because it's holidays now, and I could improve a little bit my Notion and like my daily notes, daily habits, like how I organize them. And I try to do a simple system, but I know I'll be able to use it every day. For now, it's working, so pretty happy about that. These are some of the things I worked on. And let me check for a second. Okay. I'm also, planning a bit the semester coming up ahead since it's a new semester starting. So trying to start with good foundations and a clear plan and clear focus also. So second, what I learned. Well, I'm learning about causal inference, which is really interesting. I've known about the topic now for quite a while, but I never really actually started learning the mathematics behind and the techniques behind. So I'm taking a quite cool course online. It's completely free. It's made by Brady Neal, who was, I think he was a PhD in Montreal, something like that. And this guy created a whole ass free course on YouTube as well. I mean, it's available on YouTube, and it's super interesting. For now, it's very well done. I'm really happy about it. And I take some notes in this beautiful notebook, A5. It's pretty cool that it's an A5, because then I can actually use like 1 page per concept. For example, this was from today, the identifiability here, and here it's the day before. It was about ignorability and exchangeability, which are actually the same things. It's super cool. I'm really happy. It's like simple. I try to keep it simple, but yeah, I still write down the things that in my mind. It's like I write something that I think could be useful if in 6 months or 1 year I forget about the intricacies of that topic, and I will come back here and be like, no, I remember. So I'm pretty happy. I do find the topic quite interesting. Let's see where this goes. But for now, yeah, it's quite fun, and I set a habit of doing like 30 minutes of causal inference learning per day, so that I don't do more. At 30 minutes, I stop. Like a Netflix series, I stop at 30 minutes, and I'm like, I would like to still do more. Like I'm at the middle of the video, but I stop myself. So, like James Clear would recommend, is like you set the habit first, and then for me it will become automatic. At least that's the goal. So that's why I'm doing this for now, and I hope that in a few weeks I'll set this habit of 30 minutes, and I'll increase from 30 minutes to more like an hour, or 90 minutes if possible. later on. And what I trained while I'm biking, I'm in Turkey now, and I had some lovely experiences with wild dogs. I mean, not wild dogs, but street dogs, being kind of angry at me and running after me. So that wasn't the best biking experience ever, but it's okay. It went way better the last rides. And yeah, today is a crazy weather, so I couldn't ride. I had to ride actually, big ride, but couldn't. So and tomorrow neither, because it's also crazy weather, so it should be okay. 2 days. But yeah, happy for now. Happy with the legs, enjoying the feeling. But yeah, I'll be happy to be back in Belgium also to cycle, because I still prefer the roads there, even though here it's really beautiful. And finally, one thought that I had this week. I think it's about not necessarily doing something from the sake of doing it. For example, like building a startup, but also reflecting on, does this actually make sense to me? Why am I doing this? And is this on the long run what brings me the biggest ROI, return on investment? Or is that just a quick sprint that brings you excitement? So I think that's my thought for the week. Is it a quick sprint for excitement, or is that a long run commitment? And what to commit to and what to focus on. I think that was it. Voilà, that was my unperfect week 2 weekly log. And let's keep going. Let's see you at the next one.